I extend a very cheerful good morning to all our dignitaries, resource persons, and participants on the occasion of the National Conference on Transformation of Learning Resource Centers in the Digital Era. With our beloved chairman's blessings, we are happy to offer a warm welcome to our chief guest, Mrs. Kamala Ramakrishnan, Chief Manager, NPTEL, IIT Madras, Dr. P. Kannan, Scientist E-Library Science, Infinite Center, Gandhinagar, Gujarat, our Dynamic Vice Chairman, Thiru R. Srinivasan, our Chief Executive Officer, Dr. K. Tyagaraja, our Principal, Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, SALIS organizing team, and the enthusiastic participants.
Prayer is the key that unlocks the storehouse of God's infinite grace and power. I request Ms. S.S. Sri Abhirami, 3rd B.Tech Food Technology, to grace the prayer song. I request the gathering to rise up for prayer.
Vinayaka Charanam Jaya Jaya Vinayaka Charanam Jaya Jaya Vinayaka Charanam Jaya Jaya Vinayaka Charanam Jaya Jaya Vinayaka Charanam अनादरक्षगणे गजमुखने ऐङ्गरने शिवशङ्करन् मगने अनादरक्षगणे गजमुखने ऐङ्गरने शिवशङ्करन् मगने विनायका चरणं जय जय विनायका चरणं जय जय विनायका चरणं
The program is being blessed by late line Dr. K.S.Rangasamy MJF and honored by Thiru R. Srinivasan, Vice Chairman, KSREI, Tiruchendur. I would like to invite dignitaries on the dais to pay homage to our departed founder and chairman, Dr. K.S. Rangasamy MJF, by offering floral tribute. Please, sirs.
ஐயா படத்துக்கு ஜூம் போ.
Thank you, ma'am and sirs. Every sunrise promises a great day. Every welcome begins a beautiful moment in life. I request Dr. A.M. Venkatachalam, Organizing Secretary, SALIS 2022, Librarian and Director, Library and Student Affairs, KSRCT, Tiruchendur, to welcome the gathering. Please, sir.
Very good morning to all. Gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all for the 12th session of 3-day RRLF sponsored National Conference on Transformation of Learning Resource Centers in Digital Era, organized by Department of Library, KSRCT, jointly with SALIS Chennai. With the blessings of our chairman, Lion Dr. K.S.Rangasamy MJF, KSR Education Institution, it's my privilege to accord a very cordial welcome to our resource persons, Ms. Kamala Ramakrishnan, Chief Manager, NPTEL, IIT Madras, and Dr. P. Kannan, Scientist, Infinite Gujarat, who is present here to deliver the lecture and to share their experience. I am very much grateful to welcome our Vice Chairman, Sri Srinivasan, K.S.R. Education Institution, Tiruchengodu in absentia, for his guidance to transform this novel event into a very memorable experience. It is my privilege to welcome our Chief Executive Officer, Dr. K.S.Rangasamy, our beloved Principal, Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, and our Vice Principal, Dr. G. Karthikeyan, whose collective vision and foresight helped us to see this initiative translate into action. I am very much happy to welcome Dr. T. Magdishwaran and Dr. Ashok Kumar, who is present here to give the overview about the tutorial session. It's my privilege to welcome all SALIS office bearers and members for this tutorial session. I wholeheartedly welcome our deans, directors, head of the departments and members of faculty of KSRCT and KSREI for this tutorial session. It's my pleasure to extend a hearty welcome to all the participants from various colleges across the country. I have great pleasure in welcoming press and media whose effort bring our venture to light. I like to express my warm welcome to all the organizing committee members, student volunteers, Leaders Club members, NDLA Club members, technical staff, and everyone who directly or indirectly have contributed their support and contribution towards the 3-day national conference. I would like to close the welcome note by recalling the quote of Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam sir. You cannot change your future, but you can change your habits. And sure, your habits will change your future. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. It's time to honor our guests with simple tokens of our love and affection. I request Dr. K. Tyagaraja, CEO, KSREI, to honor our resource person, Mrs. Kamala Ramakrishnan, Chief Manager, NPTEL, IIT Madras, with short memento and book. Please, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. A good event can inspire hope, ignite the imagination, and instill a love of learning. This conference will open new doors of perception on a wide gamut of possibilities of the transformation of learning resource centers in the digital era and how today's generation of teachers and learners may access and process the information for their growth. I request Dr. T. Magdishwaran, Advisor, SALIS and Librarian, Chikkaya Nayakar College, Erode, to present and outline about the tutorial. Please, sir.
Most respected Sri R. Srinivasan, Vice Chairman of KSRT in absency. Respected today's resource person, Mrs. Kamala Ramakrishnan. Respected Dr. K. Tyagaraja, CEO of KSRT. Beloved Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, Principal of KSRT. Beloved Dr. G. Karthikeyan, Vice Principal of KSRT. Other dignitaries on the stage and off the stage. A very good morning to all. It is a great honor and privilege to stand before you to say about today's tutorials. MOOC, massive open online courses, are free online courses available for anyone to enroll. In addition to traditional course materials such as lectures, many MOOCs provide interactive courses with user forums or social media discussion to support community interaction among students, professors and teaching assistants, as well as immediate feedback to quick quiz and assignments. Swayam is a type of MOOC. It is a program initiated by Government of India designed to achieve three principles of education and policy wise: access, equity and quality. The objective of this program is to take the best teaching learning resources to all in the country. Swayam seeks to bridge the digital divide for students who have hitherto remained untouched by the digital revolution and have not been able to join the mainstream of knowledge economy. Swayam is a platform that facilitates hosting of learning courses taught in the classes from 9 to post graduation to access by anyone, anytime, at anywhere. All the courses are interactive, prepared by the best teachers in the country and are available free of cost to any learner. About 1,000 chosen faculty and teachers from all over India prepared these courses. The SIAM includes video lectures, reading materials, self-assessment tests, and online discussion forums. 9 co-coordinators from various disciplines such as AICTE, NPTEL, UGC, CEC, NCRT, NIOS, IGNO, IIMP, and NITTR have been appointed. These courses are free, but to get certificate one has to register and pay the prescribed fee and write the exam. NPTEL is the world largest online repository of courses in engineering, basic science, and selected humanities and social science subjects. IRINS. It is a web-based research information management service developed by InflipNet, which facilitate scientists and academicians in the country to collect, curate, and showcase the scholarly communication activities. It is available as a free software as service to academic and research and development organization in India. It would support to integrate the existing research management systems such as HR system, course management, grant management system, institutional repository, open and commercial citation databases, scholarly publications, etc. It has integrated with academic identity such as Orchid ID, Scopus ID, Research ID, Microsoft Academic ID, Google Scholar ID for generating the scholarly publication from various sources. I hope you can learn from this tutorial a lot. I wish you all to update in your subject. With this, I conclude my introduction part. Thank you for the opportunity given.
Thank you, sir. This is our moment. It is our time to bring new energy and new ideas to the challenges we face. Our time to offer a new direction for the knowledge seekers we serve. We take this opportunity to invite Dr. K. Tyagaraja, Chief Executive Officer, KSREI, Tirunelveli, to deliver the presidential address. Please, sir.
A very pleasant good morning to all of you present here. With the blessings of our founder chairman, Lion Dr. K.S.Rangasamy, MJF, and the respected Vice Chairman of KSR Education Institutions, Mr. R. Srinivasan, the respected Principal of K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology, Dr. Gopalakrishnan, the resource persons for the today's tutorial sessions, Mrs. Kamala Ramachandran, Chief Manager, NPTEL, IIT Madras, and Dr. P. Kannan, the scientist, InflipNet Center, Gandhinagar, Gujarat, and Dr. Ashok Kumar, the chairman of the SALIS at E-Road section, and Mr. Dr. Magdeswaran, who has enlightened about the conferences, and the deans and directors of K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology and our sister institutions, the members of faculty, the participants from various other institutions, in particularly the librarians from other institutions, and also the organizing committee members of this conference, in particular the Dr. Venkachalam, who is the organizing these functions continuously in our institutions, the Director of Library Sciences, Dr. Venkachalam, and the members of the Readers Club, my dear students, ladies and gentlemen, invitees and guests. So it's my pleasure to associate myself in the inaugural session of the 3-day conference is on transformation of learning resource centers in the digital era. So it is the conference which is well thought of. The title is itself is self-explanatory, and that the entire world is now moving towards a digital era in whichever the walks of life or leads that you take, it's all on the digital part of it. So therefore the learning resources, ever since that internet has come, part of the things has gone into digital. And now the pandemic has taught us how exactly we can move towards the learning part through the digital media or the digital way that what we can learn about it. So as Dr. Magdiswaran has pointed out, there are a lot many of the digital resources are available today, both for the faculty and as well as the student community, where they can take and refer and study the subjects on their own, apart from what the teachers are teaching in the classroom. So now the biggest challenge in this digital era is that how to cope up with the digital transformation which are taking place. What are the new techniques or subjects which are coming on in the digital part of it, and how best the faculty are equipped with the use of this digital medium to teach the subjects and impart teach learning towards to the students. So it was told that ever since the mobile has come and the smartphones, students will start clicking in the classroom itself and find out what exactly the teacher is saying. So sometimes we have been afraid of that. What we are teaching is correct, because the students will refer it through the mobile and say, sir, what you are saying is not correct, but this is the answer. But we won't know that he is referring to Google and then take the answer part of it. I think that part is slightly now we are moved out of that kind of a fear, and as well as the part that is not happening now. But even then, it is a challenge for the teachers how best that we can use the digital media to transform the learning part of it. So the biggest challenge for the teachers, as I believe now, which is that they develop the contents which is very interesting, and also which the students can easily catch up, and the kind of instructions which are going to give through the digital or through the video conferencing, or it's through the video, the lectures. So the presence on the presentations becomes very important. Personality and the reflections of your own self-reflection is very important when you try to impart through the learning part through the digital media and as well as the video lectures. So apart from that, it is a major advantage for you, the faculty and the students, is that we can rewind. In the 2-3 decades before, we have cassettes which we can keep on rewind and then listen to the songs and other things. Now same thing is applicable here too, that the students can refer at any number of time, and also he can learn at any time, anywhere, and he can start learning of it. So only thing is that chatting part is very important, because whenever the student starts learning, he will post a question. So whenever your video lectures are coming out, they can post the questions, and you can try to answer it whenever you are free, and the students can learn that part of it. So this way that the transformations are taking place. And if you look at what the UGC is now taking part, making is that is the academic bank of credits. So the students can learn, and he can take the examinations which is recognized by the government bodies like NPTEL or SWAYAM and the other parts of MOOC courses, and it is be added to your academic bank of credit, and the students can at any number of times he can get the conventional degree through the college, and also he can get certificates and other degrees through the digital learning part of it. I think that is the government of India is now coming out with that kind of an idea, and UGC may implement within very soon. So therefore the students are not fully dependent on the teachers now, but we have to see that our positions is good and we develop a good course content, and therefore the students once again are depending on us whichever the college and the teachers are doing it. And the library sciences, I believe that the library science, I think Mr. Dr. Venkatachalam and Madam can understand that the librarian's job becomes very, very simple now. Because everything in digital, there is no book and their stack is not required, no stock verifications, everything is there on the digital part. And whenever the student asks for it, he just open it and leave it and the students can refer to it, and as well the faculty also can refer to that. So in this context, this conference assumes a lot of importance, and I must congratulate the organizers and the principal, Dr. Gopalakrishnan, and Dr. Venkachalam, the Director of Library Sciences, who has taken effort to conduct this kind of a conferences in our campus. And I hope that it will be very much useful to all the members of faculty and the students who are attending these particular conferences. I think the takeaway from these conferences will be very much useful to you, and you can learn, and I believe that you will all understand the importance of this type of a conference, how exactly the courses can be put onto the digital mode, and therefore it may be useful both for the faculty and as well as the students part of it. And one more point that here it is that whenever the same subject where the people from K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology or other institutions the same content can be developed, and it will be there on the internet or in the thing. So therefore the students can compare. Earlier we have to carry 3-4 books. Reference books we used to say. So we have to carry 3-4 books. Now they can easily compare the lecture part of it very easily, and who has presented very well and this. So when you develop course contents, you have to take care of all those things, and so that it becomes very much useful for the students part of it. So with these few words, I really appreciate the organizers, and also I wish them all success in this particular conferences. Thank you so much for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir. It's given me immense pleasure to welcome Dr. P. Kannan, Scientist in Library Science, Influence Center, Gujarat. I request our principal, Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, to honor our resource person, Dr. P. Kannan, Scientist in Library Science, Influence Center, Gandhinagar, Gujarat, with shawl memento at book. Please, sir. Thank you, sir. Felicitation is inspiration to others and motivation to whom we are felicitating. I take this opportunity to invite Dr. R. Gopalakrishnan, Principal, KSRCT, to felicitate the gathering. Please, sir.
Thank you, Mercy. With the blessings of our founder chairman, Dr. K.S.Rangasamy, respected Vice Chairman, Mr. R. Srinivasan, CEO, Dr. K. Tyagaraja, today's the chief guest, the resource person, Mrs. Kamala Ramakrishnan, the chief manager from NPTEL, IIT Madras, and Dr. P. Kannan, the scientist from InfreeBNet Center, Gujarat, and Mr. Magdishwaran, the advisor, SALIS, the librarian for CNC, and Director, Library and Student Affairs, Dr. A.M. Venkatachalam, the man behind this 3 days conference, and Vice Principal, and Dr. V. Ashok Kumar, the Chairman of SALIS Europe Chapter, and SPHCAC Gopi, and faculty members of KSR Education Institutions, faculty members from other institutions, and my dear students, very good morning all of you. Good morning. Good morning. And because we are at least we are in 10:30. Probably we need a lot of energy because two resource persons, they're eagerly waiting to give their inputs. So this SALIS, I just wanted to tell what actually SALIS. It is a Society for Advancement of Library and Information Science. Every year they are doing lot of activities, particularly for the betterment of faculty members. Though it is a library and information science, it is not meant for them, it is meant for people, because in NSS there is a saying, not me but you. So like that, the SALIS work for not only for the library professionals, it is work for the institution. because library is one of the important service in any of the institution, but it is the one of the place where most of us never visits, and very the service has not been utilized properly. If you use that services, obviously I'll tell you a lot of things can happen, because I just wanted to remind this. Let faculty members go to the library and understand what are the books available in the library, what are the other resources that are available in the library, so that when you handle classes, you can refer it. This is what the book is available. This problem is available in that book. It has been referred by that particular author, or the digital resources also you can refer. So in that way, few students you can motivate. You can kindle them. Education is all about kindling the young minds. It's not about preaching. So you can kindle them to go to the library and make them use the resources available in the library. That is one part. Coming to this conference, 3 days conference, today, tomorrow and day after tomorrow, the SALIS is organizing at our K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology. First of all, my thanks to management for giving us permission to conduct this 3 days conference at our K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology. Secondly, I would like to thank SALIS organizers for giving us an opportunity to conduct at K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology. Coming to the title, Transformation of Learning Resource Centers in the Digital Era. Probably before 2 years, we are not very particular about the resources. Because we are more of a chalk walk talk. Rarely we use, though it is there in our NAC and NBA, only for a few things we have the blended learning, and we use the teaching aids, sometimes in the PowerPoint presentation, and sometimes very rarely we go with the video lectures. But once the disruption, what we call the COVID-19. So after that COVID-19, you will be able to see the transformation among the faculty, because we understood that it is inevitable. And after that, we started working on creating e-resources and developing the content in the digital front. And in the digital front, it is not that we should not go with a kind of a wrong interpretation that we have to create only the video lectures. It is not only the objective of it. So we have to update ourselves. For that, we have to use the portal like NPTEL and other portals as well. And how you are good in using those digital tools. I just tell one small tool like Kahoot. It is a wonderful tool, because you are dealing with the Gen Z. We are dealing with the Generation Z. So when we deal with the Generation Z, you should be at least one step ahead to them, because our CEO has rightly mentioned, because when you take handling the class, the student may refer whether you are handling you are giving a right input or not. That's what the generation we are dealing with. So when you deal with those generations, we have to be little cautious. So my suggestion, you have to be highly updated on the technology. And you have to use certain tools, like one of the such tool is Kahoot. So where you can make the learning as a gamification. So that's one thing. The second one, we most of the top institutions now following a methodology called the CLM, Creative Learning Methodology. What we can do, we have a lesson plan. We have it is available in our course, course file or whatever may be. You write everything neatly in the logbook. It's all fine. But that should be shared to the students, and also whatever the content you have developed, it may be a video content, you please share it well in advance to the students, so that the session should be only interaction mode. That's what we are aiming for. Few institutions already started. So the point I wanted to convey to all the teaching fraternity is that please change our methodology. Otherwise, now it is Generation Z. Next generation it would be beyond this. So we have to make some kind of transformation within us. Otherwise, so-called rote methodology will not work. The conventional will be surely it will be go off. So for that, we have to attend these kind of conferences, and more importantly, NPTEL. Madam will be talking about NPTEL, because few institutions already we started making it as a compulsory at K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology in a year. 2 courses, and the faculty should do compulsory. Why? Because it is not to get score in NAC. I just wanted to make it very clear. It is make sure that you are good at a domain, in your domain, because you have a domain certification and a core and all these things are available. Moving on, another part, one is teaching learning process. Any institution, apart from teaching learning process, research is inevitable. because that's what the second topic IRANA is. Because from InfyBIT, it is information and library network. Through this the InfyBIT, they are having a portal where you have information and research information and management. So it eases the process. Very because during the NAC and NBA or whatever may be the thing, it is making the job of the institution very simple manner. Whatever thing you have a proper login credentials, if you could regularly update your whatever the publication, all these things, it acts as a kind of a repository. Anywhere you will be able to tap details and you can work on, and it is also kind of a local or global network for faculty fraternity. So these two things today they have taken as a topic. 2 resource persons are available. They will be giving insights about, Madam will be giving insights about NPTEL and other usages, and Dr. P. Kannan, he will be talking about IRNA as an overview. So please attend it, and I request the faculty members, you should have not a lot of takeaways. Please interact, because that's what very important. We always blame the students are not interacting. So it starts from the faculty. Let us interact, understand the insights, and we take it away, and we have to transform to the students. That's what very important, because knowledge should be transformed. Otherwise, the students will not be benefited. The objective is to make our students industry ready or whatever may be. So that is what we have to create a futuristic students. For that, being in a faculty, we have to update ourselves continuously, because learning is a continuous process. With this, I once again thank the organizers for giving me the opportunity, and let us do this great service to our student community. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Anything is possible when you have the right people there. I request Dr. G. Karthikeyan, Vice Principal, KSRCT, to deliver the felicitation address. Please, sir.
Thank you, Musi. So, respected resource persons and other dignitaries on and off the dais present here today. So, very good morning to one and all. It is my privilege to stand here before to gathering to wish the participants of this 3 days triple oral sponsored national conference on transforming of learning resource centers in digital era, jointly organized by K.S.Rangasamy College of Technology, Department of Library, and Society for Advancement of Library and Information Science, shortly called as SALIS. Today, first day of conference start with the tutorials handled by Ms. Kamala Ramakrishnan, Chief Manager of NPTEL, and Dr. P. Kannan, Scientist from Infinite Center, Gujarat. So thank you very much, sir and madam, for accepting our invitation and join here for this conference. So I thank SALIS team also to organize such an event in our KSR Education Institution. So today we are privileged to have an opportunity to listen to the great resource persons from the NPTEL and as well as the INRNS. So I wish all the participants to enrich your knowledge related to NPTEL and as well as the INRS, as told by our CEO and our principal. So with this, so all the best to all the participants. A good day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Accomplishment will prove to be a journey, not a destination. It's time to introduce one such accomplished celebrity, our resource person, Ms. Kamala Ramakrishnan, Chief Manager, NPTEL, IIT Madras, to the gathering.
A person can succeed almost anything for which they have unlimited enthusiasm, was rightly said by Charles M. Schwab. I am greatly honored in introducing resource person for today, Ms. Kamala Ramakrishnan, Chief Manager, NPTEL, IIT Madras. She has completed a degree in law, specializing in employment law, and joined as law firm in the United States of America, where she worked with lead attorneys representing MNCs. Later on, she worked as a documentation specialist for Bentley System USA, where she led the editing team and was in charge of end-to-end publishing of online and print content. Ms. Kamala also holds an international diploma from Cambridge University, England, in teacher training and has tried her hands at teaching. Ms. Kamala is currently working as a Chief Manager at NPTEL and Global Head of Exam Operations for both NPTEL and IIT Madras PS program. She also head the Industry Relations Wing, where the overseas soft skilling training, internship, CSR initiative and placement. It's a pleasure introducing such a highly profiled resource person, Ms. Kamala Ramakrishnan. Thank you.